Today on ETalk, we catch up on all the Jordyn Woods drama, talk about the latest trends, and we get some eyelash extension tips from our special guest. All that and more coming up. Hey ETalkers, thanks for tuning in to this episode of ETalk. I'm Kristen, here with Matt, Taylor, and Bray. Let's jump right into the hot topics for the night.
All right, so we know Ariana's still riding high after the release of her latest album, Thank You Next, but she's now getting controversy over her headlining at Manchester Pride in the next coming weeks.
Go ahead.
No, so it's going to be 2 years after the incident in Manchester, and she's getting controversy because she's not one in herself in the community, and people are kind of up in arms that she's headlining it, but she's not a member of the community, but also prices for the event have skyrocketed after. But I think this is just this is craziness. Ariana is a known ally, and she deserves to headline. Her brother is a member of the community. And so it's crazy that she's getting all this heat for just wanting to have a good time.
Especially in the city of Manchester, I would think. After the attack at her concert, she's gone back for the One Love Manchester concert. This isn't the first time she's gone for a benefiting situation. Right. And I also think, like you said, she's been a completely vocal ally for a super long time. Right. She headlined a Pride parade in LA a few years ago, and it was not a problem.
And other artists like Cher, Madonna they're not in the community, but they have shown support, and they're very vocal about supporting. So it's just kind of weird.
I just think it's really brave of her, and I feel like you don't have to be in the community to support the community.
Right. Exactly. Sorry. I even saw on Twitter that she responded to somebody who was giving her hate, and she said, "My brother is a part of this community. I've always shown so much love and support for you guys, and you guys have always shown me so much love and support. So I feel like me going back to Manchester, this is a huge thing for me and not an issue at all. So I don't really understand why everyone's hating on her.
And I think a lot of it is that, like you said, she's riding high right now. She had 2 completely hit albums released in the span of 6 months. I think that people oftentimes look for a reason to hate on, especially female musical artists when they are at the peak of their career, like with Taylor Swift, for example. So I think that might be a big part of what's going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you wanted to talk a little bit about Jordyn Woods, right? That's another next hot topic.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot to say about Jordyn Woods right now, that is for sure. But recently, what's been happening is that she had a bunch of brand deals because of her relationship with the Kardashians. Obviously, she was Kylie's best friend. People knew who she was. Huge Instagram following. And she had brand deals with Kylie Cosmetics, Khloe Kardashian's jean company, Good American, and a fake eyelash company called Eyelure, I believe is how it's pronounced. She has been completely removed from the Good American website, which is Khloe's website, which is not surprising because she was found with Khloe's. And so she had her own special page because she was such good friends with the family, and she was a plus-size model on the website. That's completely gone. Her pictures are no longer there. You can't find her anywhere on the website. She had a collab with Kylie, and the prices have been slashed. They are completely a lot cheaper now. And not only that, but fans have been going online to rate the product lower and hate on her through the comments and reviews. And then lastly, she was at an event a few nights ago, the first time seen publicly, with Eyelure, this fake eyelash company, and thanked them for their support, only to the next day have them cut the price in half.
I think she's done. You know what I mean?
But I don't think she's done. I think it's just a publicity stunt because she is going on the red table later this week to talk about it. Yeah. I don't know if that's a problem because she is under some type of contract that she's not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, they signed an NDA.
So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I just think it's a publicity stunt. Everything's going to come back eventually.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of controversy, you want to talk a little bit about R. Kelly.
About R. Kelly, yes. A lady named Valencia Love decided she wanted to pay bail for him to get out of jail. He is currently under 10 counts of sexual abuse, 3 including minors. And it's a lot of controversy because the lady that bailed him out owns a daycare.
Oh my God.
So people that's a conflict of interest. You can't own a daycare and bail someone out of jail who is under might get charged with sexual assault of minors. You know what I mean?
And I'm pretty sure all of this went down in 2012. So the fact that it's 2019 now, and now this is resurfacing, I think that's really.
And not only that, there have been so many other accounts of people coming forward about him in that span of time, and it's taken so long for people to even care at all.
Right, and I'm sure it took so much courage for those people to even come up to speak in the first place, and the fact that because he's so famous that this is happening is really unfortunate. Yeah. Well, in other news, I'm sure you guys heard that the Jonas Brothers are coming back
Yes.
together, reuniting,
Yes.
and they're dropping their new single tonight, actually. And it's called Sucker, which I'm really excited for. I think it'll be really different, though, because they
Yeah.
are, like, older now. And
Yeah, they
they're,
haven't-
I think
yeah.
Kevin is, like, 31, and
Does
then
he
the
have
others...
Children?
Probably, yeah. And
his
the
kids.
others are in their late 20s, so all of their audience is, like, our age, like, they're
Yeah.
college
Yeah.
students, so I
I
wonder...
wanna still listen.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah. I
sure,
wanna
for
hear what
sure.
it's
But
gonna
I'm
be
kind of
like.
just curious about what kind of vibe they're going
Yeah,
for.
because they've all kind of done their own solo projects, and so they've all kind of created their own music and sound. So I wanted to see how they all come together and create something again, because it's been so long.
Right.
Yeah, and I've loved Nick Jonas's music, like since he's been releasing as like a soloist. I think his songs are like super catchy and really good. DNCE is like the band that Joe
Right.
Jonas is in,
Right.
and you know they have had some really fun songs. And then Kevin, I think, is just sort of like he has a reality show with his wife. He hasn't really done anything musically. I think it'll be really interesting to hear what they
Yeah.
sound like.
It's gonna be interesting to hear their voices now come back together.
Yeah,
after
or if
so
they're
many
like
years.
trying to go for like an edgier, like more adult like sound with like lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
Now
So now
that
I
we're
want
like
to
in their
ask you guys,
20s.
do you think this single is going to be successful or no?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
everybody's
on
seeing,
the
like, mixed
fence.
reviews, because I think we have a lot of expectations about what it's going to be,
Definitely.
but will the reality match it? I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of former celebrity like young stars have been trying to release music recently, and I think that like their like core following has really been enjoying it. But like I don't think the general public is super behind it. But the Jonas Brothers are different, I feel.
I know, no.
Because they haven't
Right.
ever really gone away fully.
Right.
And you know, like Nick just got married and that was a big thing, and like they have done their music. I hope it works out for them. They were fun when we were younger.
Definitely. Yeah, I feel like they're still kind of big, but definitely in their own ways.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting to see their dynamic now that they're coming back together.
For sure.
Well, next up, we get some fashion tips from Bray and Sierra. Stay tuned.
Hey ETalkers, welcome to Style Corner. I'm Bray here with Sierra, and today we'll be telling you about the new trends on the red carpet. All right, so I feel like the main thing everyone's been talking about since the Oscars was Billy Porter's suit dress.
Oh my gosh, and just people going outside of the gender roles in general
Yeah, very
at the
fluid.
Oscars.
Yeah, and it was, I, for the most part, loved it. I think it was really, really cool, really well done. I didn't love Billy's actual outfit. I think that
Okay.
it could have been more like pleasing to look at, but I love the idea
I
behind
think he
it.
was just going for like the
Yeah,
bold look,
I
and I think
completely
he
agree.
definitely
Yeah.
pulled that off. But then also the women on the
Oh,
red
for
carpet,
sure.
like just going outside of gender norms and with the pantsuits.
Yes.
I loved them. What did you think about Aquafina's?
Aquafina's was my absolute favorite of the
Mine
night,
too.
I think.
I am
think
a
it was. Mm-hmm.
huge purple fan. Just the purple, sparkly, and just the ruffles.
Yeah, and she herself is such a dynamic, like outgoing person. I think that the outfit fit her so well.
It
Like
did.
no one else could have
Her
worn that.
personality.
No one else could have worn
For
that.
sure. And then another personal favorite of mine is Melissa McCartney. She,
Oh my god, she looked so good.
She somehow did trousers, but added a cape.
Yeah.
With the plunging neckline, which we love on Melissa McCartney because it just shows off her assets so well.
Exactly. And another person who is just so like out there and so funny that like that matches their personality so
Yes.
well.
Which is, speaking of funny people, I was surprised that Amy Poehler was kind of more simple, yet bold because of the
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
gender norms, but with the black suit. I liked it. Did you?
Yeah, and I think that it was a very classy and timeless look to go with.
I
especially
think
for
it
something
once again matched her.
Yeah, as like, you know, as the Oscars. I think it was really, really a good idea.
Yeah, and then Elsie Fisher from 8th grade, she went with the suit too, and just at 15 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Completely amazing. That's it for today, but stay tuned for more fashion expertise. Next up, Hannah Kimberly Fox shows us her eyelash business.
Hey guys, I'm Hannah Kimberly Fox. I'm here with Katie Becker today, and we're here in the Lash Lounge at Fox Vose, and I'm going to be doing her eyelash extensions today. We do different styles, and usually I ask the client to look at our Instagram to see, okay, do you want demi lashes? Do you want long wispy? It totally depends on what you're thinking. I use this because it's just super simple and it's not as strong as the other glues. So these do last a lot less time than you would get them professionally done. However, they're really fun and they just, you know, they're easy to do. So your lashes tend to be longer on the outer edges. So I always like to follow that natural pattern for that nice natural look.
Hey everyone, I'm Taylor, and today I'm here with Cami and Christina to talk about the e-news Snapchat feature. Do we love it or do we hate it? What's your thoughts, guys?
Well, I have conflicting views. I love it because I'm not always able to watch e-news at night at 7 p.m. when it always goes on. So I feel like getting those updates like in the morning for the episodes, it really helps, especially with the Oscars last week.
Yeah, you see, I like it, but I feel like it's just very like out there. It's like like in your face, and which is cool, but like it's just a lot to handle at once. And I personally now like their Instagram stories because they like give you kind of like a little like snippet of their like full stories, but like in words and pictures, so like it's more subtle, but like it really works.
See, that's why I love the Snapchat stories, because it's like in your face. They use like a lot of GIFs, a lot of graphics. I saw one time they use like clips from The Office, and it really like draws you in, and it like gives you the information in like a funny, uncensored way, like when you're on the go.
It's very creative.
It's very creative, and like I feel like in our busy lives, especially as like college students, we don't have time to watch TV like we want to.
I only have time for The Bachelor these days. That's the only thing that I'm catching up on.
I don't really watch Bachelor.
But Erin Lim, like, she's hilarious. I feel like she adds so much to Snapchat, and like her like commentary just makes it amazing.
Yeah, like she just has a very like bold personality, which is really good and really hard to like be like on like quick like that, like on the go, like just being like, oh, like let me say this, let me say that, like about the like news. So like that's really cool of her to do that, even though I don't really love the in your face, but like it's just like a neat aspect, I guess.
Okay, so do you love it or do you hate it, and why? And like, if you don't, what would you like to see instead?
I think the one thing that really just drives me a little crazy is the ads. They just come right in the middle, and it's like, well, we were just watching this, and then I'm interrupted by this random thing that I was not looking to see at all. So I would think I would change that, like maybe finish talking about one thing and then put an ad, or maybe just get rid of the ads altogether.
Yeah, I don't know if they can.
I feel like
get
the ads help pay for it. So I feel like we can't do it as much as we would like to. How about you?
Well, I guess I don't hate it. So I guess I would go with I love it because it is cool. It's very different and something I wouldn't have thought of. So props to them.
Yeah. I just really love the content of how like they keep everything up to date. Like all the recent stories are on there. You will find it.
Right. And even in their like Instagram, like they're on top of their game. Like they have everything like right there. Like they're posting constantly. Their stories are there. Now they have this Snapchat feature. So like they really have like everything together, and it just really goes well with like e-news.
Yeah.
So what can they do to be better on Snapchat for you?
For me, I guess just not be as fast. I mean, I don't really know the time limit, but like just not be as fast. Like maybe be like, her personality, I guess, really works. But like just slow it down and like take it. I think it was hard for me to take it all in at once.
Because it's a lot coming at you. A lot.
It was. So I think like if they could just like maybe spread it out, and the ads, they were really annoying. Like I didn't know.
Well, that's all the time we have. Up next is Carmencita and Quinn with the Mosley Minute. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome to Mosley Minute. I'm Quinn. I'm Carmencita. Imagine you have 24 hours left to live. What will you eat? Let's go see. Lucia, you have 24 hours left to live. What are you gonna eat?
Probably sushi. Probably all the sushi I can eat, honestly.
I feel that
all the sushi I
sushi
can
is
eat.
always a win.
We're here with Erin. Erin, what would you eat if you have 24 hours to live?
Probably a nice medium rare steak.
If you had 24 hours left to live, what would you eat?
For breakfast, I would have a bagel with Taylor ham, egg and cheese from the bagel store by my town in New Jersey.
That sounds so
For
good.
lunch, I'd have pizza. Also
What on top?
Nothing. I just like go to this deli and they have like personal pizzas.
Ooh.
And for dinner, I'd have a buffalo chicken sandwich.
Those all sound delicious. I want to spend my last day with you too.
If you have 24 hours to live, what would you eat and why?
I would have the entire Kellogg's brand of cereal. So like, you know, Fruit Loops, other Kellogg's brands of cereals. Yeah.
Devin, you have 24 hours left to live. What food are you going to eat?
gonna eat hot dogs because hot dogs are the new all-American food and you can dress them up or dress them down and they serve multiple purposes.
That was actually really interesting, guys. Quinn, what would you eat?
I think if I had 24 hours left to live, I would eat so much pasta with like pesto, and then I'd eat so many cookies, so many brownies, so much ice cream, all of it, all the desserts. What about you?
I would eat every single kind of cheese in the world. I'm addicted to cheese. So, el queso viva.
That's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hey ETalkers, I'm Christina here with Quinn, and today we'll be discussing different celebrity Instagram aesthetics. So let's get started with Khloe Kardashian. She's honestly killing the game in aesthetics. She starts out with like this pink rose kind of theme, and you can even see it in her clothing too. And then she moves on to this like glowy, smoky kind of purple, which I really like a lot. She even brings in her daughter too. Which
I love this. Like, just looking at it, it's so pleasing to the eye, which I think is such a big thing right now on Instagram. It's like, who has the best like feed? Just when you look on it, like they want to have that feed that everyone's like, oh my gosh, I can't stop looking at this.
She really pulls you in too because you're just so intrigued by what she has. I love it, especially with all of her clothing. It's so cute. And then we have a little white. She does white too. And then she brings it back to this fluorescent kind of
pinky,
like. It's really cool. She almost looks like she's a little fuzzy, which I like it a lot, which I think she's the only celebrity I've seen who's used this kind of
like grain type of thing, which I like, and I like how hers kind of changes. She's because sometimes I feel like the theme can get a little bit old and repetitive, and that she's kind of spicing it up every once in a while. I think it makes her Instagram. That's why she obviously has so many followers. I feel like that definitely helps it, but.
And then my second favorite person on Instagram is Shay Mitchell.
She's just so cool. This is so cool.
Oh my god, if I could be one person in this world, it would be her. I just love how trendy and sophisticated her Instagram looks. And then also, like, when she's traveling right here, you see, like, she's in China. She's just really rocking the travel world aspect. And then I'm assuming she's in Thailand.
Somewhere
because where else would she be?
I feel like it's very, like, I don't know. It's very, like, put together, and you just look at it, just like same thing with like how Khloe's was. It's just very pleasing to the eye, and I like how she has such a variety of pictures. It's because I feel like with a lot of celebrities, it's all pictures of themselves.
Yes.
And like I feel like that spices it up.
And then the last.
And then.
Well, next up, we talk about the new trend of iPods.
Hey ETalkers, today I'm here with Megan and Brianna to tell you what we think about the current AirPod trend. All right, ladies, what do we have?
I hate it. I absolutely think it's the most classist thing on the face of the planet, and I think it's really unoriginal, considering the fact that like everybody's going so crazy over these AirPods, and they're like, oh my God, it's the newest thing. But like people have been doing wireless earbuds and Bluetooth earbuds forever, so.
That's true.
I feel like the thing is they're so slim and compact, and that's why people like them. It's different than Beats, and it's different than the old Bluetooth sets people used to wear for work.
Right.
But my thing with it is I don't like technology becoming such an innate part of who we are. That freaks me out because it's getting very close to technology literally being in your body. And I feel like it really cuts us off from other people.
I mean,
never
literally,
even thought
it's
about it
funny
like that.
because like walking around campus, like you see your friends and you're like, hey, like what's up? Like how's your day? And they don't respond to you and you're like, oh, like what's going on? And then like they turn a corner and you see like the AirPods in their ears, right?
Well, sometimes you can't even see it though. Like if you have like long hair, you know, they walk by and you're like, oh, they just really ignored me. And then you send them a text and they're like, oh my God, I didn't even know, you know?
And I see people wearing them at the gym, but I feel like they're so easy to lose and fall out. I would never wear them on a run. Like at least with the wireless Beats, like they're really sturdy. They're gonna stay on.
Exactly. And I don't like the case either because like I feel like it's like putting it in a little like Tic Tac box, and I know I used to lose Tic Tacs all the time, so like.
Oh, I'm just like shocked that you're like hating on these so much because like in my apartment it's literally so funny. We have these discussions like, are these your AirPods or mine? Like, because we all swear by them.
Really?
Because for me, like when I go to the gym, they don't fall out of my ears. They're like very compact. I will say I at least have 20 panic attacks a day thinking that I've lost them, and I'm like touching my pockets.
I already
like
lose
reaching in my
everything else I own. I don't need to worry about something else.
Right.
But like my main thing is, and I feel like this is an extension from social media culture that I feel like we're not living our physical lives anymore. We're living we're living an extension of our virtual lives. And I think the point of social media is to be another way to connect to people when you can't be there physically. And it's supposed to be secondary to the life experiences we're having. But we're having our life experiences in order to please followers on social media.
I agree, and I think it's like also like to bounce off of that, you know, like it's just that whole culture of stuff, you know, like you have to have this thing to be like in this trend, and that's really boring to me. Like I'm really bored with the AirPods. I'm bored with having to have the latest iPhone or the latest Mac. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't do anything for me, and I don't think it does anything for me as a person either. You know?
Yeah.
I just feel like it came out of nowhere. I mean,
it really did. It was one of those.
I feel like it was like you could buy them, and then all of a sudden like it exploded, and everyone was like, I need to have
it. I think it's a handy tool, but for me, it's really like, it's not like they're Beats when you're getting like really good audio quality and there's a point to them. I feel like it's just like a tool, like a fork. Why are we obsessed with them?
Well, Ariel was obsessed with forks in The Little Mermaid, you know, it was like a little dingle hopper, but.
If they had another color, would you be more interested?
No.
Or no? We're just done with like the fact that
they're too expensive, and I lose my earbuds all the time anyway.
Oh my god, I just lost
and those
a pair
cost
of earbuds.
enough money. I lose sunglasses, I lose my credit card, I lose my ID.
I lose my keys.
I don't need another thing to worry about.
So I'm glad you're happy with your own AirPod or your own. Like, what do you use like to?
I just use regular earphones.
Regular ones?
Yeah.
I have the 7, so I have to use the kind with the extension to plug in earbuds.
Interesting take. Now we talk health show. Now we talk health shows and some workouts to do in your dorms. What do you have for us, Cammie?
Hi, ETalkers. So today I have a little quick 2-minute warm up or workout for your dorm. So this is Brianna here, or Taylor, sorry, and we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so first, just to get yourself warmed up, we're going to do just some jumping jacks. So let's start. I would do like 50 to 100. I know it's a lot, but it will get your just sweat pumping. So now we're going to start doing a little bit more of floor work and just doing weights or like things like weights with your body weight to get you toned. So we're going to get on the floor and we're going to do some push-ups. So you kind of just want to be very straight into like a plank position, and just your hands are very under your shoulders, and then you're going to go down and up. And I recommend doing 10 of these and then do it 3 times. So it's 10 reps and then 3 sets. So now you're on the ground, you also can flip over to do some tricep dips. So it's very similar. You just are standing up and you're going to go down, up, and then that really kind of works your arm area. So the push-ups is hitting your core, but also your arms. So that's like a good upper body workout. And then so we're going to stay on the ground and we're going to lay back and we're going to kind of squeeze our stomach and we're going to lift into a bridge position, and then we're going to go down, and then we're going to go up, and then we're going to go down. And I would do that. I normally do it 20 times, and then I do it 4 sets. So then this way I'm really engaging. So this is such a great workout, and I love this one so much because it really engages your core, but also it uses your glutes and your legs. So you're kind of getting that lower body workout, which I really love so much. Okay, so thank you for talking. Next up, we learn about the Foxbow's eyelash business. Don't go anywhere.
Hey ETalkers, today I'm here with Hannah, Kimberly, Fox, and Gina to tell us about her eyelash extension business, Foxbow's. So I'm dying to know how you guys got started with this. I'm sure as a student and also a business owner, it must be very difficult to manage everything and also have a successful business. So please tell me everything about it.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, it really started as like, all right, we're college kids, we have like a passion and we might as well make money from it. And it was such a bonding experience in the beginning of the year because we really had to figure out like how to work as a team.
Yeah, Hannah, well actually she was the one who came up with the idea, and I was like, wow, like this is such a great idea. I'm a dancer, so I'm used to putting on fake eyelashes all the time. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So we put on individual lashes and we do exactly what like the professionals do, but we do it the easy way.
Yeah, the only difference between, you know, doing it professionally and doing it, we like to say like amateurs, is, well, we have of course, tons of experience, but we use a special kind of lash glue that isn't quite like the professionals, so it's a lot more relaxed for like us, but it also does come with the price of like lasting a shorter time, but it definitely is worth it.
So I actually have eyelash extensions. I get them done back at home, and I pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get them done. It takes like 2 hours to get a full set, and honestly, as a college student, this isn't really something that is realistic for me. So how do you guys figure out the pricing and everything and being reasonable with your customers?
So we have a flat price of $20. Sometimes we have deals for certain types of people, and we just really thought we wanted to make it affordable so like every college student could do it.
All beauty shouldn't be painful.
Absolutely.
But it's really honestly very, very cheap. Like we, as college students, again, like we're very mindful about our budgets. And that being said, like we always get very high quality products. Like we do not compromise that at all. And you know, being able, like we made so many friends, it was ridiculous. That wasn't something that we expected. Like some of like my best friends I met from just them sitting in my chair and just the awkward, like just getting over, you know, talking to them, making them comfortable. It's really cool to like look back on that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming. We really enjoyed
Thank you
speaking
for having
with you.
us.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in. And tonight's episode, make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time, this is ETalk.